of ducks, plate of guns, plate of corks, plate of balloons. Prizes for everyone, prizes of all sizes and all kinds. Get your teddy bears for your love affairs, get your teddy bears for your kids. Everybody has fun. Come on in, buy your tickets, and let's have fun. Step right in.
Hello, my name is Lion Gary, and welcome to my neighborhood. I will show you some inside secrets behind the scenes. This is a documentary on the life of a carny. Cheers! Welcome to my movie.
There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love.
This particular carnival we started in about 12 years ago, but I started in 1972.
I could swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love.
Right now we're carrying about 18 rides, and between the rides and the games, the concession people and the food people, we probably have about 35 people.
My name's Roy Felty. I've been with the show since June the 10th, 1990. I've got probably 15 regular help works for me. I've got 6 extra help that come out every evening, run rides. They're pretty steady. They come in every day.
What I do out here, as little as possible. I work the games, and I help put the rides up in the air.
And the balls?
That's about it.
And the balls?
I ain't no boss. Quit lying to people.
That's what you need to be taking pictures of right there. It's pretty heavy lifting these cages up them steps. And you see how hot it is out here. They look like they just jumped out of the shower. Is this hard work, guys?
Hell yeah, it's hard work.
So I book all the shows, I get the permits, take care of the problems of getting permit. I'm a professional clown.
I started working by the carnival. I was downtown Atlanta, and I ran across this guy, Doc. He asked me if I wanted to do some carnival work, and I told him, well, I'd try it out to see what it was like. And I've been here ever since, and I think it's a great job, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Our oldest employee is Larry Derby. He's been with us for about 30 years. We picked him up from downtown Atlanta when he was 19 years old.
Currently, as of this, filming, the spook house tricks are set off by eyes that sense temperature changes. What I plan to do is going to change the technology of the spook house to that of an infrared beam, which cannot be seen by the customers, and therefore they won't know if they've broken the beam until it's too late. The trick done got them.
Turnover in a carnival now is probably 65% a week. New people.
Sometimes people come in, sometimes they're friends of employees, or sometimes we'll go to downtown to, some employment offices, so we get people, same as any other business.
A lot of these guys came from streets. They lost their jobs in the past because they were on drugs or something. I look at it like it's some kind of rehabilitation, We get them cleaned up, get them off the streets, and get them a place to stay.
I was homeless at the time. I didn't really have much of nothing. And Doug gave me a job.
I'm on top of the world, man.
Hey, man, being a carny, it's all right, man.
I thought a carnival was a bunch of outcasts. That's what it was. You just find a bunch of people that ain't got nothing better to do and get them together and just start a little business, Go from town to town, having just fun.
This ride broke down yesterday, and we did all kinds of stuff that we bypassed the breaker, bypassed the everything. Turned out to be the neutral in the ground wire and the lights was out, causing all the trouble. Well, we got it working, as you can see in the background.
My name is Arlene. I've been with the carnival for 4 years, almost 5 years. I started out in a popcorn wagon, and I ended up here. And now I do mirrors and ducks. I'm the duck lady.
Quack, quack.
Hi, my name is Marcy. I'm Steve's wife. I run the funnel cake wagon, and that's about it.
How long have you been working at the carnival?
Since I was 18.
How long have you been working at this carnival?
3 months.
Marcy was pregnant, and she kept having a lot of problems, and we kept taking her to the hospital. At the hospital, well, we took her to the University of Florida Hospital in Gainesville, and they done this test, and they told her, they said, well, listen, the kid's going to have surgery as soon as he's born because his intestines are tied up in a knot. And 99% chance that the kid's going to be born with cystic fibrosis, which to me was foreign. I'd never heard the word other than I knew she had a cousin with it.
Most kids, they don't supposed to live until past the age of 12, but these days they live up to age 21. The medicines and stuff is a lot better these days than what it was.
He was born on July the 2nd, and he had surgery right after he was born. He stayed in NICU in Kingsport for 8 weeks. He had 4 surgeries, and he's pretty much done pretty good since then, but I mean, it's a disease that they don't have a cure for, and it takes a lot of work to stay up with him. He takes about $1,400 worth of medicine a month.
He has to take 3 pills every time he eats, meals, 2 with snacks. He has to take 4 breathing treatments a day. He has to take a pill at night before he goes to bed, and he has to take Zantac before he goes to bed.
You gotta keep track of him because he has a hard time breathing at times and stuff. You just gotta watch out for them things. But as far as being smart and a carnival kid, you know, for 3 years old, he does stuff a lot of kids 5 years old can't do. There's not a ride out here you can't put him on that he won't ride. He's not scared of any of them. Pretty smart kid. I wouldn't trade him for nothing.
One of the big things is we're together 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, most of the people. So it's like a family.
Get the stuff put away and out of sight and make it look like a presentable joint. I'm gonna put this size 10.5 foot up your little fucking ass.
This show's never been really the greatest show on earth.
Put it in, put your arch in, and then tighten the turnbuckle as tight as you can get it. Common sense.
Okay, now just slip right out the top. Like he's popping out of there, and he's got that turned all the way down.
Do what I said, I guarantee you it'll work.
I'm telling you, nobody's listening to me.
Put that fucking bar in that turnbuckle. Put that turnbuckle in that hole and pin that fucking hole, and then tighten that turnbuckle up. Jesus Christ, you're stupid.
I've got a list of rules I go over when I hire a guy.
What's the interview process like?
Hi, how you doing? You know how to push a button, you're hired. That's it.
Come on in, now go that way. Come on.
You guys look around, you don't see the whole picture. All you see is what you see, and me working them to death. While I'm working them, they can't go back there and get drunk and get in trouble.
But see,
If they're not out here working at 10 o'clock, what are they doing? They're laying back there drinking all day. Well, work call comes, you got 2 guys drunk. That's 2 guys can't operate right and won't operate none of my rides. You see what I mean?
Now for the next 10 days, what are they gonna do? Work 3 or 4 hours a day and still get paid the same money? But they ain't gonna tell you that part.
That's this guy here. How many days a week he works? How many days a week you work? How many hours a week you work? 40-hour week. There's a man that deserves a raise. He works 40 hours a week.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Come out and have a good time. Enjoy yourself tonight. Just sit down on one of these beautiful rides and feel how cool it'll be going around and around and around and around and up and down.
But once I got into it, I really liked it, you know.
How long you been?
It'd be about 2 months for me. Not that long, about 2 months. But I like it, you know, because it's good pay. I don't have nothing else to do, so it's good pay for me.
You guys feel like babysitters out here sometimes?
Babysitters,
yeah,
they're mommies, daddies, sister, brothers, bank loaners, bank tellers, you know, we have to loan them money so they can goddamn go eat. No, not all of them. I'm just talking about some of them.
80% of them, if they got paid tonight, $100 to $150 in their pocket, they'd be broke tomorrow and want money.
And you know where they'd be tomorrow? They'd be down the road 20, 50 miles, and they'd be afraid to come back because they've done blue. Blue means left. When a guy blows, he leaves. And usually when he leaves, he takes somebody with him because he's scared to travel alone. But he'll end up in that damn cardboard box by himself again.
Ready, Tom? Hey, how about you? You ready to smash king? Hey, ready to smash king? Ready to smash king?
My name's
Crystal and I'm 13 years old. I've been traveling with the carnival since school's been out, and that's been about 6 or 7 weeks.
Crystal's your daughter, right?
Yes.
And how old is Crystal?
13.
She's 13 years old. She like it out here at the carnival?
Yes, she does.
She loves it, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
She wants to stay out here forever.
It would suit her.
I wanted to go eat, but Steve won't let me tell me to get to work.
What do you think about that?
After I get this done, I'm going to eat. I don't care what anybody says.
You gonna let Crystal go get something to eat?
Huh?
You gonna let Crystal go get something to
When
eat?
she's done getting that game ready, she knows the rules. I don't feel sympathy for nobody. They know their job, they know their act. She's gonna get it done, and then she can go eat.
Her mama told her she should have got up at 9
Crystal,
o'clock this morning.
get over there and finish that joint. And quit begging people to get, nah, you don't need nothing. You know what?
Somebody to help me raise it.
Nah, ain't enough inflates up yet. You better start blowing. This is Saturday, big day. I want all them balls picked up.
She works more than any of the people on the show does. Her mother's there and everybody else yells at her. She's got 13, 14 different people yelling at her, sometimes at the same time. I mean, the poor girl stands there, doesn't know what to do, which way to turn.
When I was 13 years old, I didn't have nobody doing nothing for me. I had to do it all. I had to make my own money, buy my own clothes, feed myself, every day. That's the problem with America today. Y'all want to be too easy on the kids. You gotta teach them responsibility and make them learn.
You know, people have downfalls in life, so their mother and father hook up with the carnival and the kid tags along, you know. The kid's out riding most of the time or enjoying it or something, not out here working.
Oh, it just depends on how she wants to work, you know. Sometimes she does good, sometimes she wants to ride rides all day and play. If she works and works hard, she'll make about 75 to 100 a week.
Boy, right away, people always talk about the worst because it's not good gossip to talk about. Well, that's a good person over there. You want to talk about that bitch over there or that motherfucker over there that did somebody wrong or that cocksucker with his ass hanging out of his britches.
In the last 3 months, we've got more problems than you can shake a stick at.
Nobody brags about how you help somebody or how you fed them or you got juice and you put them out here with ice with juice and this and that. 90% of them under a bridge, in the weeds.
Guys were sleeping under bridges. They were dope addicts, alcoholics. They had good jobs and blew them.
In fact, I have fallen in love. Thank you. I heard that one hand clap.
I don't need it folded up. I need the joint ready.
I've got to put this stuff in.
The basket and get the joint ready.
Tom, Steve told me to put them in the thing.
Get the joint ready.
You don't listen.
Get the joint ready.
Well, I like the little show because it's a little more relaxed, a little more easy going.
He just wants to yell at folks and make a fool of himself.
It should have been ready a long time ago.
I've got to pack these things. Half of them ain't full.
Good. Get the donuts. You're running your mouth.
I've been with the big shows and booked in with some big shows. Everybody's a little more tight ass. I don't like the big shows. I like it right here where I'm at.
My name is Dominic Vivona. I represent Amusements of America. We have been in business over 60 years. We are considered the largest carnival in America. We may be listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the largest traveling amusement park.
I've been with this company my whole life. My dad's family started this business around 60 years ago, so I was just kind of born into it. So I went off to college and I came back into the business once I graduated college.
Basically, I'm like the architect. I go survey the grounds before the carnival comes in, and then I place every individual ride booth and food where they go. I create the Midway.
Our company, Amusements of America, is made up of 3 traveling units. This is the main unit, the biggest unit, and I'm the general manager. I've been with them 20 years. I've been in the business, in the fair and carnival business all my life. Every year when a carnival would leave town, I had the thoughts of wondering what it was like to go to the next town with them, so one day I did. And I haven't been back home since, only to visit.
I have nephews and brothers that operate other carnivals, and it is truly a family event. We're a large family who owns and operates this very large carnival.
My job here is to supervise the show, make sure the operation runs well, the employees are dressed properly, the patrons are having a fun time here at the show while we're open.
I've been out here since 1993 with this show. I've been traveling with carnivals off and on since 1966.
With the rides and the office staff and personnel, you're probably looking at 200 people. And then the games and food, they travel with us. They're not really, they don't work for our company, but they travel with us. They work for their independent owners. There's probably another 150 of those.
I'm a subcontractor. They lease space to game operators. Normally the carnival holds the contract to play a fair, and they sublease the space to the game operators. Game and food are usually independent from the carnival.
I work for Phil Wilson, who owns like about 8 games out here, and I've been traveling with him about a year and 2 months. It's really fun, you know. It's a good life to live if you're into it. Key to this business is enjoying what you do. I think that's the key to every business.
Most of the rides now range in the price of anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million plus. And we bring 50 rides in here. Of course, they're not all that expensive because we have some children's rides that are a lot less expensive. But we bring in 50 rides here, and we probably cater to around 300,000 people while we're in this particular Gwinnett County Fair here in suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia.
We can gross probably $1 million here in 10 days. We play the Ohio State Fair. We come close to grossing $2 million. We go to Puerto Rico in the wintertime. My Uncle Dominic will give you better, he's the money man. But I know we gross probably $5 million over there in 10 weeks.
I couldn't get a decent job. I started off with, didn't know nothing very well. And my dad said there was a carnival in town at my school. So I went up there and I checked it out. And I've been with him since then. That's 32, 33 years. So.
Well, at this particular fair, I have 12 games. It fluctuates between 10 and 15 sometimes. And at this particular event, I have 32 employees.
We get a lot of good people out here that are just maybe homeless, don't have a family, maybe haven't had a break at getting a decent job because their schooling's not the way it should be. And we give them a chance. They're good people.
I was out here going on 5 years. And I like it every moment I was out here for 5 years. And if I didn't like it, I would have been going back home.
$1,498. This is, we had a fundraiser the other night for the school, and this is the school money. The school gets that, that's $1,500. And this is my percentage money from the popcorn, pizza, and pizza too. I have to bring it to the office every day. And I pay percentage. That's a daily occurrence.
Well, we have a school that probably helps to educate 14 or 15 children on the show. It's registered in the state of Florida. Our school is tax exempt. We have a professional teacher who runs the school. She's a graduate of Syracuse University.
We use the ABECA curriculum. It's a private school Christian curriculum. And it's really a great curriculum because you're able to utilize it from grade to grade, even if in a multi-level classroom.
So what kind of things do you study here?
Math,
Everything.
history,
Everything?
Science, social studies, math, language.
The school was started by my mother around 5 years ago, and lets all the kids out here. The parents are out here all the time, go to school. So it works out good because the parents don't have to go home. They could just stay with us the whole year. Because before, the father would stay and the mother would have to take their kids back to school, back in Miami. But now they stay the whole year with us.
Would you like just going to other school better?
No. Regular school. We get less hours here than at regular school.
Yeah.
Regular school.
So that's what's important to you.
Regular schools, you get sports, you get dances, and ain't nobody I want to go to a dance with.
We run many functions to help raise money to support our school. We try to educate the children from Amusements of America employees so that these children will be ready for the world.
What do you guys think about the carnival business?
It rocks!
Why do you think that? Because you get to ride all the rides?
Yeah, for free! We get to ride rides for free!
And you get to
eat
all the cotton candy and everything for free? The
Candy!
If you look around, you'll see all the rides are up. They've been washed. They've been bulbed. Every bulb's on. I mean, the carnival. Say, what does the general manager do? One of your goals is to have a nice, presentable show. All the lights burning, the rides painted, washed, clean. Games and food and everything's all a part of it. Everything's spaced properly.
The show has really got it together. I mean, it's the best show I've ever been on, of all of them.
Have you ever worked on any of the smaller shows?
Yes, I was on that in the first of the season before I came here.
And what did you think about that small show?
I thought it sucked. I hated it. I couldn't wait to get off of it.
It's peaceful as can be. And there the world below don't bother me, no. So when I come home feeling tired and weak, I'll go up where the air is fresh and sweet. I'll get far away from the hustle and crowd and all that rat race noise down in the street. On a roof, that's the only place I know. Look at the city, baby.
There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun.
About what? About Krista? She's not here. Her mother was told by Human Resources to get her away from the carnival and get her back in school, and that's what she done. End the conversation, end the story.
She didn't belong here. She's better. Not us. We all liked her, and we miss her.
I think a child, when they get up to 10, should be able to do chores. Yes. They should be able to.
Chores, that's one thing, but working 12 hours a day is another thing.
No. Crystal got breaks. She didn't work 12 hours a day.
Even though she's got problems, she's not a bad kid. She's just starving for attention.
So why was she working? Because her mom made her?
Because her mom wouldn't work. Her mom had a hard luck story too, I don't know what her mother was 13 years ago, but I know 13 years later, she's not very much on taking care of her kid.
You're filming. Right now, you're filming a person who's going to make it big someday. And it's already started. I myself, I like long-haired boy. We've had one person drinking Lysol.
Really?
Lysol.
Why?
And I almost had sex with him. But he fell asleep. I was going to have sex with him.
You were going to rape him, right?
No, it'd be a mutual sexual experience.
marriage is not made in heaven, it will be, the preacher will be followed by the divorce lawyer. Well, most people were proud. They're proud. They think that the celibacy of the reckon's going to get them into heaven. Know what I said about that?
You know, it's a small show. You don't have a lot of people, you know. It's not like the bigger shows. But I still make anywhere from probably $600 to $800.
It's hard to find qualified labor that wants to travel. So if you have a good head on your shoulders, you can get paid pretty well out here.
How much did I make yesterday? I made $10.
We have guys anywhere from $225 a week up to a couple $1,000s a week.
The concession people work on a percentage. They work on a commission. They're like sales agents that the better they do, the more they make.
Yesterday I grossed about $405. So 25% that paid me $100. That's pretty good for a day's pay. Where the Ohio State Fair and one night I did about $1,200. That paid me $200 some odd. Now that's something that if you got the talent and you can stick to it, it's worth it in this business.
There's no in between. Either you get paid good or you get paid bad.
I make $200 a week.
And I make 20, a day. So I'm not on the payroll, but I make 20 a day. So that's good for me.
I'm on a pay scale like $300 a week. After about $300 a week, I'm on a pay scale of $300 a week. And I think it's pretty good for the work that I do.
Every day they can take a draw. Different people, different shows are different ways, but all shows do it that way. You can, depending on your salary on what you can draw. Randy wants a draw, Dan wants a draw, Raymond wants a draw.
They get paid on Fridays. On Mondays, we give draws on $90, so they can, the guys that like to go out and buy clothes and food and whatever, they get $90 on Monday. That comes out their next week's pay. That way they have money to last them for the week.
These guys draw 15 a day, off of their check, and then the remainder of the check they get on payday. And like you said, most of them's broke the next day. Like today, you seen the list a while ago, all but 2 people need a draw so they can eat tonight or whatever they got to do.
Man, guy gets paid, he shouldn't have to take a draw during the week, but they do anyway. They spend a little too quick. They're pretty quick to go in their pocket.
But it still comes down to the same thing. No matter how much you make, the day after payday, 9 out of 10 of them need draws.
What do they spend their money on, you think?
Oh, and then that's not a good thing to talk about. They have fun. Some of them spend it on women, some of them spend it on drugs, some of them spend it on drinking. It's like every walk of life. Everybody does their own little thing.
I drink beer almost every day. Smoke weed, just have fun at it. Get 40 ounce. Just have fun.
I drink probably about a 12 pack a night.
What else you do?
I smoke a little herb, I ain't gonna lie.
At night, they're carnival people. They like to sit around back and drink a few beers.
Me and him, we used to run through 12 packs, 18 packs of cases of beer. Like it wasn't nothing, man. Just like it was water. It was some good, Yeah, I smoke grass, but I don't buy it.
Well, I like pot and I like LSD. And that's all I like.
I stay away from everything. This is my habit right here. Smoking cigarettes.
Oh yeah, it's definitely like a college atmosphere. They have a good time. Once they're done working, it's just they have fun. They drink, they have a good time. But that's on their time, so I don't really care what they do.
Save it. I didn't last year. I blew a lot of money on women, but it didn't pay off, so I learned I better save my money.
And when I get off work, I'm dying to go meet me a lady. Dying to have fun with a lady.
You get guys, they like to drink on Friday nights. They get paid, they want to go out and drink. There's nothing wrong with getting drunk, but some people drink and they can't handle their drink.
Half the people on the show go around drunker than drunk all day long, or higher than high all day long.
I hadn't been drunk in 6 years until the other night.
Yeah? What about any other drugs?
I'm drug free.
Have you always been drug free?
Nope.
What did you used to do?
I used to smoke weed. I used to do crack.
Folks, don't even consider doing crack cocaine. It's the most damaging drug of any illegal drug of any kind. It's a long, hard story. Big kids used to tease me all the way through high school, junior high. Then when we moved to Lake Forest, Florida, I couldn't get into their school because of the teacher's pride. Instead of those who was having the fun, they punished the person who was being punished.
Why do you think people teased you?
All kinds of reasons. Yeah.
And that's not fair, is it?
And it's not fair. Breaking down a person's emotionally, tearing down a person emotionally, is one of the worst sins man can ever commit. Okay, Skeeter one day would love to see me angry. He was riding my emotion.
Riding your emotion.
This was during a teardown. I just snapped and hit him with a crescent wrench.
With a what?
A crescent wrench.
Wow, I bet
A 15-inch or two. He can thank his lucky stars I hit him vertically.
Really?
Had I hit him horizontally, he would have been playing a liar in heaven. Or worse yet, in hell. Teasing is no innocent game. It's ruined my life. I have felt like that too many times. Contemplated suicide so many times, I can't even count.
So, do carnies tease you?
Oh yes, they've had their fun.
Bunkhouses have been with us a long time. When I first started out, I was there too. But unlike most people, I took care of my area and made sure, where I lived was clean. Back when I started in '90, we didn't have what you call bunk houses. We had one bunk house. It had 8 bunks in it. Anybody that didn't stay clean, we'd throw them and their clothes out, stuff like that.
Is that your dog there?
Yep.
When was the last time you fed that dog?
I fed him yesterday. Whenever I go out to eat, I bring him some food back.
The ride foremen, who are the bosses of the ride, pretty much have their own trailers and that kind of stuff. And then the rest of help live in bunkhouses. We have portable living quarters for them that they live in.
Well, I have my own living quarters, a bed, television, air conditioning, everything's nice and set up.
In the old days, you used to live any place under, go back 20 years, they live under the rides, any place they could.
Where do you sleep? They slept in trucks, in the possum bellies of trucks. Nowadays everybody has good living accommodations. It's not like it was years ago.
This is where they live. All right, there's like 2-man rooms. The guys live in them. They pay $14 a week. That covers their electric and everything. There's showers. They got a shower in this bunkhouse, a shower in that bunkhouse. Unfortunately, our promoter Doc never gets his water to hook up to the showers, but this is bunkhouse shower. That's where they take showers without water.
Our bunkhouses have 2 showers and 5 rooms. And I have a weekly inspection. If the rooms aren't kept clean, they don't have housing.
If they keep their rooms and stuff cleaned up there, it's not a bad, position. But if you want to live like a pig, you can live like a pig.
Do most people live like this?
No, not on this show, but some carnivals. They tear their bunkhouses up, rampage in there and everything.
I go around and inspect the rooms that way, as if there's something wrong, where if there's a step broke or we can get it fixed. That way, you got to keep the employees happy, because if they're not living in a good place, they don't, perform well when they come out to work.
This is Billy's room. Now he's got a light and a TV in there.
That smells really bad.
Billy smells really bad.
The bunkhouse, I know you look at that like it's some kind of, it's what you make it. A guy don't care isn't going to take care of it. But that's not just the bunkhouses. That's about a house in Beverly Hills. If the guy don't care about his house, and he clutters it, I mean, it's no different than anything else.
Yeah, a lot of ride people stay in those bunkhouses. Years ago, they didn't have such a thing.
Where did they sleep years ago?
Oh, well, wherever they could. I slept in trucks, slept on the ground, slept in a tent, keep myself out of the weather.
This is where I live during the summer months, so I want to come show you guys how I live. Come on in.
We went from an outhouse to a mansion.
It's got everything: microwave, washer and dryer, refrigerator, oven, anything you want in an apartment on wheels.
It's got an awning. I never had an awning. I always wanted a front porch. Now I got one.
Satellite dish. I got 400 channels.
And we got a TV antenna that really brings in every station real clear.
This is my upstairs washer dryer. It's one of them that washes, then it dries after it's done washing. So I go put something in, then I come back at night and it's done. My bathroom in there, shower, bed, laptop, Palm Pilot. I have all the creature comforts.
We got a septic. On the other one, we didn't have that. We had a porta potty that we always had to go lugging. This, I can just have someone drive up and suck it out. Shut up.
Most of them don't have very good education, probably completing grammar school, high school. But I doubt if a college education person could have worked at a carnival, except when they're down on the luck. But I have not seen many giant brains in our carnival. I happen to be the only one. Well, I know a little bit of computer science, but I also know science that scientists don't even know exists. Jupiter's about a billion miles out from the sun.
Yeah. What about from the Earth?
From the Earth, it can be about a billion miles minus or plus 93 million miles. That's due to the orbits of the planet. So, currently, I don't know what's the actual distance from the Earth. That, my friend, Albert Einstein is guilty of that.
Of what?
Of E equals mc squared. In that equation, E equals energy equals mass times c, the speed of light squared. The Hebrew Bible, the book of Hebrews is one. The Hebrews is one book in the Bible.
Yeah.
The King James Bible has 66 books written by 44 authors. It is spread of about 2,000 years spread in the writing instance, covering 7,000 years of man history. 7,000 plus years of man's history. A tree. What kind of tree I would be? I'd be one of the real old trees out in California.
How come?
Because they're majestically high. They stand higher. The trees stand higher over there in that patch of trees than even the trees outside the set.
So you like to be high.
Yeah.
If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
3 wishes?
I wish for probably money. Of course, everybody wants money.
More money, more money, more money.
A nice vehicle, a lot of money, and well, a wife.
Wife? You
Yeah.
ever been married?
I was married 9 years, but it didn't work out too good.
I don't really ask for a lot. Just to have fun and not have any problems. I'm a pretty easygoing guy.
I'm gonna hang around and keep on doing it, keep on working, keep on enjoying it. And I hope everybody else that work here enjoy it too. It's a fun place to work. You meet a lot of people, you know, go from town to town. Peoples are lovely, you know. And I just enjoy the work. I just enjoy the time of entertaining people. I like to entertain people. I like to see people have fun. Because, you know, I feel like I'm an entertainer somewhere along the line.
You know, it's not your typical boring 9-to-5 job. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely it's got its pluses.
It's an opportunity to make money while you're having a good time, and I think that's a terrific combination. If you could make money and have a good time at the same time, that's what's better than that.
1 would be peace and love for everybody. 2 would be all the pretty women just for me. And 3, to have enough money to survive for the rest of my life.
Disney World, things like that, they're there year round. We bring the fun to the individual neighborhood.
All the work, the hours. You're always working. You don't get that much time off. You know, it's hard on a family.
I like the hours because I'm a golf fanatic and I get to play a lot of golf.
Oh, I'll stay out there about 3 more years. And I think I'm gonna call it off.
Life is short, so have fun and live it to the fullest. You know, try not to hurt each other.
Continue to make money, live long, and prosper. What can I say?
No, I'm getting tired of it. This is my last year.
What are you going to do after this?
I'm gonna see if I can find me a decent job. See if I can work in maybe 2 or 3 years.
What would you like to do?
Oh, I don't care. Anything.
Mother always told me, you know, don't think about going to work for a carnival because, you know, the people are nasty, they're dirty, they don't have no education, they're running from the law. And about 20% of that is true.
Some people, they think we're, you know, freaks or something, but you know, really, we're just like everybody else. We put our pants on 1 leg at a time, and we're out here making a living. It's a job, you know, just like the job you do every day. Or, you know, whatever you guys do, we do the same thing. The only difference is we move from place to place, and we work 3 times harder than most people do.
Hey mama, is it true what they say that Papa never worked a day in his life? And mama, bad talk going around town saying that Papa had 3 outside children and another wife. And that ain't right. Well, I tried.
I'm not planning on making a living out here, but you know, just enough to save up money so I can go home, start a new life, start a new beginning.
We've been in business 60 years, so I want to keep up the family name.
I think I want to try to stay in the business for about another 10 years and see what happens. If it don't work out the way I want it to, then I'll move on and, you know, go back home and get a house and get a job there.
It's just corny, but I wish for world peace.
All the money in the world, all teen magazines in the world, and don't have to work anymore and get to ride any ride I want.
I wish I could lower my handicap on my golf game.
Have a lot of money, have a good health, and enjoy myself.
And the third one, I don't know about the third one. It's tough. I don't want for anything, you know.
In the 20 years I've been here, the rides have become more what's the word? Sophisticated.
Don't come out here thinking that that you know what it's going to be like and have a negative attitude. Come out here with an open attitude and see what it's like now. It's, you know, keep an open mind. Things are a lot different now.
I wish I had $1 million and I could just retire from this sometimes.
Well, myself, I've been with the carnivals for almost 30 years. 2001 will be my 30th anniversary. And I've seen a lot of good in carnival, but I also seen a few bad. Try working from 9 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock at night.
Wow, that's like...
And you don't have enough time to take a shower, shit, or eat, except he does let you go eat. Wait a minute. Could you please let me finish? I'm happy star of this documentary. And I'd like to tell the story, in its entirety. So I'm gonna have to just take back to a point. This is my friend Alfie.
He's a turkey elephant or a carny elephant?
He's a carny elephant. He's a cookie jar, but with an attitude. E.T.'s the most famous alien in movie alien history.
So did you think that's real, E.T.?
No.
I don't think it. So you don't believe in aliens?
No, I don't believe in those.
But you do believe in carnivals?
Yeah. That I believe.
Six Flags, Disney World, and all that has taken a lot of the carnival business away, like sideshows, girly shows, freak shows, beheaded woman, all that has went away because of, the bigger Six Flags and stuff like that with the nice rides. People rather go there. We don't get the business we used to get, so the sideshows don't make the money they made. And, there's a little expense to having a sideshow. You got a lot of people to pay. You got people put up your tents and stuff you got to take care of. So basically, the only place you'll find any kind of sideshows anymore are like the big state fairs. And they're nowhere near what they used to be. They're much more scaled down. You might have a mermaid lady. You might have the world's smallest horse. You might have the world's biggest pig. But as far as like beheaded women and the guy that walks across the Nils, the guy that swallows swords and all that, they're not there no more because they can't afford to pay them the money they need to make.
When I was growing up, there was a little guy was around the show, was named Carl the Frog Boy. And he got around in a little go-kart. He looked like a frog. And then, the little woman, everybody's heard of Grady Stiles, the Lobster Man. I grew up with these guys. I played poker with them a lot. All that stuff's gone. The general public looked upon those as freaks, but they don't understand that these people made their own living. They were proud people. They've made laws up and stuff like that we're making fun of them or something, but they don't want to go home and be on welfare. They're proud people. They're working. They're sustaining their families by working. That's a sad element gone.
I like talk to the children. I like talk to the people. They are nice to me. The children, they are beautiful. They ask you interested questions. Oh, they want to find out why I didn't grow. If I have a disease, that's why I didn't grow, but no, I don't have a disease. The doctor tell me that my genes with my hormone didn't grow in height. One little girl asked me, he was talking to me, then he said, oh, I thought they put you in the dryer and you swing. I get a good laugh out of that one. I said, no, they didn't put me in the dryer. This didn't grow. This is not a doll. This is real. This is a real lady.
Are you really the world's smallest woman?
I don't think so.
Girl shows basically ain't out here no more because the law don't allow them. They were fun and everything went. Of course, you know, the law don't allow that no more, so that's why they're not in the business no more. Used to be you could go out to Carnival, the biggest attraction was the girlie show in the back corner. Pay 50 cents, you went in and you seen a lot of things you just dream about seeing.
Years ago, when the girl shows were popular, they didn't have strip bars in towns. You know what I mean? That the only place you could see it was at your local fair. Now you drive through any town, you're going to see strip bars. They don't have to come to the carnival to see it.
You know, this business is a dying business. It's on its last leg. We might have 5 years, we might have 10 years, but it's dying out. There ain't no future out here for nobody's young.
In the carnival business period?
Yeah, you got all these parks are getting bigger and sprouting out everywhere, and you know, this is just a business that's pricing itself out of existence.
Expenses in this business are incredible. I mean, all the permits, this or that. I mean, the fuel, the payroll, it's too high, and the small carnival just can't handle it.
If you can go to Six Flags for $25, why would you come out here and ride 12 ancient rides for $25?
I think the state fairs will survive, and I think the county fairs will survive. But just, you know, setting up on a street corner, I don't think that's going to be around too much longer.
We're going to be breaking down here tonight. This is the last of the season. It's been about 43 weeks long. Hasn't been real easy either, so I'm real happy it's the end of the year. I'll be going to winter quarters from here. Probably 4 to 6 people will be going with me. While at winter quarters, we'll paint rides and sandblast and rebuild, and probably a few rides we want to re-rack. Make it a little easier for tear-down nights when you got to get this stuff down the road. I'm looking forward to spending some time on the farm. I spend time with my horses, and the cattle, and just relaxing.
I'm kind of glad the season's over because I know next year will be better, or I feel next year will be better. But I'm kind of sad too because we met a lot of nice people, a lot of assholes, but a lot of nice people. And you kind of hate to see them go. Now we've got 3 months to figure out what we can do in those 3 months in order to come back next year and do this all over again. Me personally, on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you'll find me at one of the local flea markets selling stuff.
Well, I've got Crystal back in school. She's back in church. She's doing very good. She's singing in the choir at the church. She's very happy right now.
Right now, I'll come out to the carnival where my mama can work and where I can ride rides, have fun.
The reason I'm not at the carnival full time is because I got my daughter in school, and school comes first, and that's why we're only doing this part time till I can get everything situated. Maybe this summer I can go out some again with the carnival.
Steve grabbed little Billy and choked him, and wouldn't let go of his neck.
There's only one Steve.
Steve decided that he could probably be happier elsewhere, so he went on. That happens a lot in this business.
He gave Ray ultimatum. You hire her back, I'm leaving. Ray said, bye.
People come and go all the time. the guys I've got here now, they've been with me quite a while, so I guess they're happy.
I am going home. This is my last day. And I am a one happy you know what. I'm going back in the cooking business. I done had my share of this carnival work. I miss running the octopus. That's about the least thing I miss. Running my ride, you know. No, it was all right. It wasn't that good.
That summer I was up working in Canada, man. One of the spots we was playing, we had a lady come into the spot with 3 children that she had promised that they would get to go to the fair. They came 80 miles out of the northwestern backcountry with horse and wagon. Didn't have a cent to their name. Had food and hay on the wagon, you know, and bedding. Of course, they got a day at the fair to show Patch, to show Lot Man. You know, something like that happens, you hear about it, you know, everybody on the lot knows it, you know. He gave the kids a day on the ride. And he owned the Foss wagon, and he owned the hot dog wagon. They all got their Foss cotton candy, and they got their hot dogs and all that. And I'll bet you them 3 kids right the day, you know, I'm sure they got families now, that they still remember that day. That's something you'll remember all your life.
It's good. Thank you, Tom.
I've had my fair share of rocket scientist, teacher, builder, welder. Want me to go on? The regular populace think carnies are scoundrels and all that. Then we have to present a clean-cut image to a long-haired society. These geese are a lot like carnies. They have their own society just like carnies. And that's why we have so many of them out there on the lake. First success, second fang, and finally men. You don't have to be crazy to work in a carnival, but it helps. But I look for maybe a couple more days.
Sex jobs, right?
Sex jobs, but mainly sticking my finger up their boom boom. Maybe not that one, but that one.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh, the flash flashing on the Sony.
Okay, I got a joke. Okay, there were three men sitting around the bar, sitting around the table one day. There was this blind man, there was this man with no arms, and there was this man with no legs. So the man with no arms and the man with no legs got in an argument. So the man with no arms said, "I slapped the goddamn shit out of you." And the man with no legs said, "Yeah, I'll kick your motherfucking ass too." And the man with no eyes said, "Hey, I'm gonna see this shit."
You ever have sex with any carnies?
Hell no.
Why not?
No, they're nasty as hell.
They're nasty?
Yeah, nasty.
Why are they nasty?
Because some of them don't take showers. You
Really?
smell their body odors.
Marcy, don't do that. Stick ready, Ray.
I've been there and I know that.
Don't do it. Stick
Really?
ready,
Do you take a shower every day?
Oh yeah, honey. Gotta have mine.
How are you going to make a movie if you keep interrupting? If you were shooting it on film, would you be differently?
That's my life story right there.
The river was whiskey and I was a duck. I swim to the bottom and stay fucked up. Like Jeremy old school. Damn, y'all gonna put me in Hollywood or something?
You have to take this pole right here, reach in and grab one of these. If there's a chip in one of these, you get a big stuffed animal. Just because we say there's poker chips in there doesn't necessarily mean there's poker chips in there.
Thanks, everybody. Hope you come out and see us next year. We appreciate it.